Kev, 3 points, 3 goals here at Gateshead and a clean sheet, the perfect start to the new season.
Yeah, I think, we offered us that before the game, we were absolutely taking it. Delighted how we started, of course. I think we could have had one before we scored, and then we had, I think, numerous chances in the first 10 minutes, and really pleased Sammy got his goal. I thought he was excellent all day today in terms of his work rate, his pressing, and he showed that clinical edge as well, and so delighted, but overall, yeah, really pleased.
Like you say, you really came out of the traps. It was a blistering start, wasn't it? And that really set things up, didn't it?
Yeah, I think, listen, and it's difficult for Gates at the minute, I know that, and Alan's, it's a tough job, a lot of transition here, a lot of change, and they're quite a young side, but they play some good football, I've got to say, and they're brave, and they can hurt you if they get it right, but we had to be professional, do our job, and I think we've done that.
And you mentioned the debutant there, he's got his first goal within 3 minutes, Sam Austin, and he topped it off as well with an assist in the second half. You must be delighted with his performance.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, not just that, which is, really important as well, but the work ethic that he'll bring to the team. I think that's, anyone that comes into the team has got to have that, and he showed that in abundance. I thought it was excellent. And
in the second half, both strikers on the score sheet?
Yeah, absolutely. That was the thing. We were, at half time, we could have been further ahead, and there's always that 1-0. Obviously, it's a moment of magic, a mistake can happen. But really pleased for Wolves. There was a few in the first half that just weren't. He's desperate to score. You could see it, and it's a great pass by Sammy. And when he took that extra touch, I thought he closed down, but it's a brilliant finish. Listen, you watch Wolves in training. Every day he's probably the best finisher at the club. So delighted he's off the mark, and obviously Charlie got his as well with an excellent finish, and pleased for them, and obviously the Hops coming on and Dallow coming on, showed the strength we've got.
Yeah, there's many debuts out there. Obviously Boise's got his debut, Dallow's come on, and I suppose when you're 3-0 up, at that point you're obviously looking for the fourth, but also you want to maintain that clean sheet, and you did that today.
Yeah, of course. I think we wanted to get another. Dallow was desperate to score. Gussie was in the box still trying to score, but important we kept a clean sheet, and Colin hasn't had loads to do at all. And listen, everyone's through again hopefully, and that's the main thing.
Kevin, well, a 3-0 win at Gates. First time winning here at the Gateshead International Stadium. Couldn't have gone any better, could it?
No, opening days you can be tricky, especially away from home, and teams who are up. There's been a lot of change here. Listen, let's be honest, and it was important we took advantage of that, and we've done it, and they've done a real professional job. I thought in terms of our press was good. When we turned the ball over, we thought we had to be a bit more clinical. In the first half, we would have got a couple more. We've had chances, of course, and I think we've done that in the second half to add to our talent.
I mean, Sam Austin striking after 3. That's certainly a great debut, scoring after 3 minutes as well. But just a reward for his work rate that he had today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he's such an intelligent footballer. You can see the positions he picks up. His work rate without the ball. And we want him to add goals as well. And he done it when he was in this league before with Notts County, and he can assist. He can get goals. So pleased he's off the mark.
And I suspect a lot of talk from Southend fans before today about Southend forwards, may have been about Andrew Dallas, what had been announced yesterday, but great statements from Josh Walker and Charlie Kendall getting on the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's competition for places, and I'm delighted for both of them. Walks works so hard, and he's a very good finisher, Walks, and he maybe snatched the 1 or 2 things first half, and it just wouldn't drop him. It was a bit sticky out there, but I thought his finish was brilliant and deserved it, and Charlie's goal was really well taken. I don't think Walks would have been too happy if it didn't gone in, but delighted with them all. And listen, the hardest thing today was probably leaving people out the squad or off the bench, and listen, it's the hardest bit of a manager's job, letting people, disappointing people if you want, and it hurts me to do that, but we showed the strength and depth we've got a little bit in a minute.
From the Colin in goal, it must have been a tough choice. Yeah. So what sort of gave him the edge in the end?
Yeah, listen, it was a flip of a coin really. And I'm sure Hayes will be disappointed because he hasn't done a lot wrong, in all honesty, and there's more decisions like that right throughout the team. I've got people who weren't even on the bench. Cav's only had a couple of days training. He could have easily played because of his fitness levels are so good. Copes, of course, could have played. Slavy's had a pre-season with us now, and Windy as well, so really difficult decisions to make.
Yeah.
But that's part and parcel of it, and if we're going to be successful when you play, you've got to perform.
Yeah, and with coach, is that purely down to selection? It's not to do with anything to do with people putting 2 and 2 together? It's nothing to do with that?
No.
Excellent. And with Dallas, obviously he's coming. What kind of pre-season has he had? Is he going to have to step it up? Has he had many minutes?
Yeah,
or how's he?
well, it's one of the things we spoke about. He hasn't played much minutes in pre-season, but you can see he's fit, but his match fitness. And we could have been careful, and one of the reasons we wanted to put him on and get minutes was he needs them.
Yeah.
And it was a perfect opportunity. Today you can sometimes wait, but if he needs them, let's get him minutes if we can, and that's the best way to go.
Yeah, and with Josh Walker, we probably didn't see the best of him on a consistent basis. No. He's off, last season, but this year he's up and running, and you feel we can really show what he can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, Josh would have liked to score more goals, and he's done so much work for the team, and he's a goal scorer. When he's in around the box, he's probably the best finisher at the club, and I thought it was an excellent finish today.